Hello, friends of Sudoku. This puzzle is a hard puzzle from SudokuExchange.com. I intend to upload this for Sunday morning at 6 a.m. That would be Central European time. Let's see if we can solve it first, of course. That is not a given. But I can see a 1 blocking over here and 1 blocking up, so a 1 must go here or here. 3 here or here. And 3 blocking down here and here, so a 3 goes here. And a 3 must go in one of these two squares up here, blocking over. This 3 blocks over, this 3 blocks up, so another 3 must go here, and that gives me this 3 here. Now we need 3s for these two squares, or for one of these two squares, and for one of these two squares. An 8 blocks over and another 8 blocks up. Here's an 8. And this must be an 8 now because we got 8 blocking here, here, and here, right? So here's an 8. Now we have 8 possibilities here, 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 and here. And here we will be looking for a 1, 4, and a 9. Let's see. 1, 4 blocking up here, so here's a 9. These two now have to be a 1 and a 4. 9 now in one of these two squares. And in one of these two, yes, I see that. And that's all I see, unfortunately. Seven here or here. 2 here or here. So 1 and 3 must go up here, that's for sure. Therefore, these two squares must be a 4 and a 6. And if they are a 4 and a 6, then these two squares must be a 9 and a 5. But I can't say if the 5 or a 9 goes in these squares, so they will have to wait. So 1 and a 4 here. We got 1 in these squares here. We got 8 in these squares here. 7. 7 must go up here and here. I think that's the only thing that is certain. 8 here, 7 and 8 here. We're still looking for a, oh, isn't that neat? Isn't that neat? I think it's neat. Look at this. We got 7s blocking over here, and we got a 7 blocking up here. So let's remember that a 7 must go in one of these two squares. Just remember that. Now look at the 8s here. They block up here and here and here. So an 8 must go here or here. So actually we got a 7 and an 8 confined to these 3 squares. Which other digits are necessary for this box here? 1, 2, 4, and a 9. And a 9 is blocking up here and across here. So, and across here, look at this. This is beautiful. We got a 7, 8, and a 9 in these squares here. And that makes these squares a 1, 2, and a 4. More importantly, though, is that if these are 7, 8, and a 9, and we got a 7 and 9 blocking over, this must be an 8. Oh, this is so pretty. 8 blocks up, 8 blocks up, 8 blocks over, 8 blocks over, 8 goes here. These now have to be a 7 and a 9. Yeah, that was very pretty. So a 1, 4, and a 2, that means that since a 2 blocks here, that a 2 must go in one of these 2 squares, blocking down. This 2 blocks over, this 2 blocks over, so here's a 2. So now one of these is a 2. And now let's look at the 7s, because this 7 blocks here, this 7 blocks here, this 7 blocks here. So a 7 must go here. This 7 blocks up, this blocks down, this blocks across. Another 7 goes here. 7, 7, 7. Yeah, we got 7s blocking across here also, and down and up. So a 7 goes here. I think we just need one more 7 now, and that, no, 2. Let's see, 1 7 over here, 1 7, yes, 7 here or here, and here or here. 9 here or here, and it cannot be here in both of these squares, so it will probably have to be in this square here. Let's save that for later though. But now it's clear that a 2 for this row 6 must go here, because this 2 blocks here, this 2 blocks here, and these 2s block here. So here's a 2 blocking up, 2 blocking over, 2 blocking up, so another 2 here, and we know from earlier that one of these must be a 2. Now we know it's got to be this one here. And this is now a 1 4, and this is a 1 4, because these are still a 7 9, these 2 here. Here we now are looking for a 6 and a 5. The 5 blocks over, so the 6 goes here and the 5 here. And here we're looking for a 1 4 again. And a 1 4 here, but a 1 blocks up, so here's a 4, here's a 1, here's a 4, and here's a 1, and here's a 4. Now these squares must be a 3, 1, and a 6. We still have the 1 and a 3 here blocking up, so here's the 6. What about these squares here? This square cannot be a 1 due to the 1 here, so here's a 1, and therefore a 1 must go here. Here we need a 1 and a 5, which I think we talked about earlier anyway, but while we are pondering that, let's plug in a 5 here. Now one of these must be a 5. Which one? We don't know. But we know that these have to be a 4 and a 9. The 4 blocks down, so the 9 is forced to go here and the 4 here. What else? Here. 4 and 6. 6 blocks over, 7, 7, 4. Not sure. But we're going to need a 5 somewhere, so a 5 must go here or here. Here we're looking for a 2 and a 6, because we have a 2 and a 6 blocking here. So here's a 2 and a 6, and therefore this must be a 4. And now I think we have the, do we have the 4? One of these must be a 4. We need a 4 for this row here. Yes, it could go here or here, unfortunately. So we are not out of the woods yet. Here we're looking for a 9 and a 7, of course, and a 9 and a 7, 9 and a 7. So this is not a 9 and it's not a 7. If it's not a 9 and it's not a 7, remember the unique rectangle, then it could not be a 1, 2, 3. It could be a 4 though, and not a 5, not a 6, not a 7, 8, or 9. So yes, it is a 4. And now we got a 4 blocking over and 1 blocking down. So here's a 4, and that makes this square also a 4. This must be a 6. So 7 blocking over and down makes this a 7, and therefore this a 7 and this a 9. And this must be a 9, as must this. and this has got to be a 5 now. The last square here is a 3, blocking up, so here's a 3, here's a 1. One of these is a 1, but I think we knew that, didn't we? But this square should be easy to figure out. It must be a 5. We did have a 5 down here and here, so now this is a 5. And this is a 1 blocking over, 1 blocking down, another 1 here. The last square here is an 8, blocking up, blocking over, 8 here. Here we are now looking for a 9 and a 6, 9 blocks down. 6 therefore goes here and 9 here. 6 blocks up. Oh, we got no 6 here or here. So let's do this one first. It's a 2, making this a 2 and this a 6. And now we know that this is a 6 and this must be a 5. Quite an interesting hard puzzle today from SudokuExchange.com. I hope that you enjoyed it too and that you will come back for more soon. Thank you for watching and bye for now.